my buddy came into a pretty big military surplus collection. He has a buddy that's an FFL, and his buddy buys collections off of people. And he got this collection like 6 months ago. And unfortunately, you may or may not be able to tell, this collection was left in someone's attic for 20, 30 years. So a lot of the stuff is rusted. He had contacted me and told me that, hey, there's all these M1917s up here. If you want one, to come, go up and get one. So I went up and got one originally, and I got it home, and I just left it sit for a while. But then I decided to go ahead and clean mine. So I'll show you what mine turned out to be. So I have an ultrasonic cleaner, and this is what mine came out to be. As you can see, pretty decent finish left on it actually. And I just stuck the whole receiver in the ultrasonic cleaner. And it's a World War II I think the barrel's marked JA, so it's been refurbished. It's a 2-groove barrel, but as you can see, there's no rust left on it. And I didn't even know that the ultrasonic cleaner was going to do that, but I actually took this out shooting. It shot good. There's actually cobwebs in the bore, and I was like, oh, great. This thing's going to be shot out, or not shot out, but like rusted out. But that turned out not to be the case. The bore was actually pretty good. So he had bought in 2 originally. I got the 2 at the top there, or his original ones. He started cleaning those up, but he gave them to me to put in the ultrasonic cleaner, because once we both saw what the ultrasonic cleaner did to mine, I just offered to go ahead and throw them all in for him. So anyway, so he bought 2, I bought 1, and then I said something to him. I said, hey, why don't you see if that guy has any more of those 1917s? So the guy had 2 left, so we both went up. I got 1, he got 1. And that are these 2 here. So let me show you these, because these are like how they came. So, and you can just see all the rust there. These are Eddystones, both made in 1918. But just absolutely gunged up. They're terrible. They're really bad shape. You wouldn't think they would clean up, and we'll see. Maybe these ones won't. Maybe we won't have as much luck with these ones. But I thought it was worth a try. So the price on these guns are only $220, and that's why I was like, well, I'm taking another chance on one. So you can see all the cobwebs in there. Like, there's no way that would clean up, you would think. But like I said, these ones might be a little more worse than the other ones were, but I think they're about the same. So let me show you this one here. This one's mine here. So you can see all the rust in there. And again, the one that I put in the ultrasonic cleaner had rust just like that on the receiver. So see there. And they all have the JA World War II barrels. They're all 2-groove barrels. But this one's Eddystone as well, 1918. Now, what I do find interesting is they all have the same rebuild stamp on the stocks. They all have that 3GM-K, every single 1917 here, and they have the same barrel, JA marked barrels. So, and they also all have the same 1944 marked sling. Now, the reason I believe my buddy took the slings off of his, And these are his. They looked like that too, but he started cleaning them up. But there's still a bunch of cosmoline on the stock and grease. But this is just what he could do. This one looks really nice. But I believe, like I said, I believe these ones had the same stock on them, or sorry, sling. So it's kind of the question begs, like, were these slings put on these at the rebuild and just left on there as is? Again, same JA barrels. He did his best, but the ultrasonic cleaner just does such a, you just can't, seriously, you cannot beat an ultrasonic cleaner. So now the reason mine had the leather sling on it was because, unfortunately, mine ripped when I tried to take it off, because I tried to get it out of, obviously I wanted to get the sling off so I could take these barrel bands off and the rear sling swivel off to put that in the ultrasonic cleaner. And this clasp was so rusted here when I tried to take it off, it just ripped. So what I'm going to do with these two guys with the slings on them, I'm actually going to lube the little locks here up, and I'm going to try to keep it so I want to be able to put the sling back on once it's cleaned up. We'll see. And as you see here, there's an Arisaka. This one's interesting. I normally don't like bubbled guns, but this one has a little bit of bubba on it, but it's pretty cool actually. You can see there somebody did some carving on the stock there, and the checkering there as well, and then somebody put their initials in there. And this does have the chrysanthemum removed, but it still retains the anti-aircraft sights. And I believe he only paid $100 for this gun. Oh yeah, let's look at that there. That's pretty cool. A little carving. Somebody put some time into this gun. So that's pretty cool. I kind of wonder if it wasn't the soldier that brought this back. There's no import stamps on any of these guns. So alright, so it's been about a month. I was going to make this a separate video, but I'm just going to try to hurry up and do this real quick and just show you how these guns kind of turned out. So I'm just going to cycle them on and off quick. This is one of the ones, I'm trying to think. But this is one of the ones that was cleaned up. I don't think this was one of the ones that I showed you that was all rusted in the beginning. This was the one that my buddy has started to clean up, I think. Maybe not. But anyways, either way, you can see how nice they look. It's a little bit of rust that didn't come off. No, maybe this was one I cleaned up. Yeah, it's an Eddie Stone, so this might have been one of the ones that went to the ultrasonic cleaner. So one thing that I did note is he dropped a couple of them at his house, and I couldn't get that off, that drywall. It didn't come off on the ultrasonic cleaner or anything. I tried to scrub it, I couldn't get it off. So there's one, and then this is one of the ones he cleaned up. I didn't do anything else with it. He just didn't have enough time. But I thought it looked good the way it was, so I didn't mess with it. This was another one of the ones he cleaned up. Looks pretty good. The barrels and all these are really good. They're all 2 groove. I think I mentioned that earlier in the earlier section of the video. So they all have stock rebuild stamps on them. This is the Arisaka. And this one really turned out nice, I think. There's like no rust on this gun, and the underneath, I'll roll in some pictures. The underneath here, it looks brand new. I mean, it's deep bluing still on it. It's just really, really nice. Really nice gun. The rifling in this is this chrome line. The bore looks brand new. So I really like this gun. I'm kind of sad to give this back. I wish I could keep this. But I mean, he only paid $100 for this one. This is really nice. Really nice. So, okay. And then here is my Eddystone that I cleaned up. This was one of the ones that was all gunked up in the beginning of the video. And again, I'm trying to go fast just because I don't want to make the video too long. But so this one didn't clean up as nice. Definitely the last 2 or 3 that he got, they were definitely a little bit rougher. This one has some more than surface rust that I just can't get off. But it's not a big deal. There's no pitting in the bore. Now this one, when I got it, the follower wouldn't come up, and so the bolt would just go back and forth, like it wouldn't catch on the follower. And when I took this gun apart, I'll roll in a picture, it actually had strings tied to the follower, so it would not allow the follower to come the whole way up. I'm assuming that these were drill guns. I'm sorry, not drill guns, but parade guns. So you can see the Eddystone there. What I did with the Remington that I had, because I had a Remington too as well, is I actually I went to my buddy who owns an FFL, and he got a big lot of military surplus guns in as well, and I actually traded that to him, the Remington, because I like these guns, but I don't need a whole collection of them or anything. So I traded him that for this, which is a Japanese Arisaka. Has the mum completely intact. I believe this was a 42. Has the anti-aircraft sights intact. So it has the original cleaning rod in it, full size. And I put the sling on, which I thought was cool. I got that from World War Supply, I think it was. But, oops, sorry. But yeah, this gun's pretty nice. There is a little more there was some rust on this. I put this one through the ultrasonic cleaner as well. But his sticker price on this gun was $650. And I traded him straight up for the 1917 that I paid $220 for. So I'm only in this gun $220. Oh, and this is all matching. The bolt and everything matches on this gun. I shouldn't say everything. As far as I know, the only numbers that are stamped are the bolt and to the receiver. But anyways, that's all matching. So I thought that was cool. I thought that was a pretty good deal for $220. And I just wanted to show these guns off quick because I'm actually going to take these back. So basically, these are all going back to him. I just took these to clean up. And then I have this guy and my Arisaka that I got for $220. So pretty badass. I'm pretty excited. It's been a pretty good year for me for milsurp. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And hopefully you guys can score some milsurps like that as well. Just because they have some rust on them, obviously, don't discard them because look how good these cleaned up. I would have never imagined that these were going to clean up like this. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day.